Hello, everybody. Well, I'm sure you clicked on this because you've seen the thumbnail and the title, and so we'll get into it. Started this channel just as a way of, well, kind of just goofing around, preserving memories. For my birthday a couple years ago, Kim got me a GoPro on a trip up to Crystal Park and Yellowstone. It was our first time at Crystal Park, and made a video and kind of enjoyed doing it, posted it, and thought, oh, maybe I'll do some more of this. And so we did, and kind of turned into something. Had no idea it would turn into what it has. Not that, like 2,600 subscribers, almost 27, it's not, the channel's not huge, but never thought I would get this far. So anyway, we've had a lot of fun doing this, and met a lot of really nice people, really neat people, went some neat places, done some things that we probably never would have done had we not started this. Made a bunch of new friends. It's just been wonderful. You guys have all been wonderful, supporting the channel, and the comments and the support and everything. We're truly thankful. We really are. But as time goes, things change. Recently I had I don't know if I'd call it a health scare, but it was a concern. Some of you know, I posted a video in the members only. I had a 3-centimeter nodule on my thyroid, and I'm okay. So a lot of you don't know the results. I did know about it, but went in, got it biopsied. It's benign. There's no cancer. So, so that was a good thing. But I probably am going to have surgery and get it removed because it is affecting my swallowing and kind of giving me a little bit of a cough sometimes. I think it's because it's growing and it's kind of pushing my windpipe over a little bit. Something, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that's non-cancerous, so that's a good thing. So if you're wondering, sorry it took so long to let you know. We just found out not too long ago. So went through all that. Like I said, there's more to come, but it's, not such a concern. So anyway, yeah, just as time goes, things change, these trips, all this stuff, it's a lot of time, a lot of money, all that stuff. Editing takes a lot of time, sorting through all the footage and getting it laid out and then doing all that. And I've really enjoyed it. But going to be some changes, nothing lasts forever. So what are those changes? I'm sure you're wondering. Well, just be easier to show you. So stand up here. And anyway, here's those changes. We got ourselves a little shop set up finally. It took us a while to get this space in our basement cleaned out. We had a lot of junk, and let me get this kind of raised up and set up here. It took us a while to get everything painted, get the floor done, and get everything set up. We'll go through it more here in a minute, but before we do, let's turn this frown upside down. There we go, that's better. So anyway, yeah, we got this set up. It's not finished that way. You've probably seen by this shelf over here that it wasn't painted yet. So, that part of the, let's go back here. I'm used to being so close. That part of the basement and everything is not done yet. So through the winter and so on and so forth, that'll get done. But you're just gonna see this area. So anyway, I'm gonna get you turned around here and show you what we got. So what we ended up with, so we got our shelving unit here, some storage. Everything's still kind of a mess, just kind of got it set up. Oh, these things, you might see these a few times. I'm addicted to these, not just as flavors, but just high chews in general. They're amazing. So anyway, Starburst, eat your heart out. We got a couple buckets here. You know, we got this, we got a bunch of Highland Park equipment, as you can see. We got the CB8, the 8-inch cabber, and got the variable speed. And we got all the wheels, and I got some more wheels over here for, I got the 14,000, the 8,000, 14,000, 50,000 grit. So if I ever want to go finer, I can. Last night, I've used this machine once, and let's see if it focuses. Get it over here in the light. Come on. Oh, phone, why do you do this to me? There we go. Polish this Montana agate that we cut a long time ago. Just kind of grabbed it out of the bucket and ran through it. It's not perfect. There's a few little scratches on it still, you know. I'm gonna learn as I go. See some right there. Plus it's kind of fractured in the middle. But yeah, I was just screwing around. So that's kind of fun. Anywho, focus here. I'm just gonna set that here. Got the water system. I did not get the Highland Park water system on it. I forgot to order it, but I already had one from Kingsley North, so I got that. I had it for the flat lap, but I got the hose connected to the back of this, so it all works wonderful. And then I got both drains coming down, so it goes into that bucket, and I got a sink right over here. So we got hot water, so I don't have to use cold water. And we got ourselves a 10-inch little slab saw or rock saw, whatever you want to call it. And I put the valve on there and everything. Oh, before I move away from this, of course, we got our flat lap. I got this bench from Sam's Club. It's a heavy duty bench, really nice, actually. It wasn't too expensive. I think it was $300, somewhere in there. Of course, we got the old cheap table, but they're sturdy. They do a good job. You got some mats on the floor. Again, we got our saw, we got the cover. Have not even put water in this yet. Haven't even turned it on. So, but we're gonna cut these rocks with it today. So we're looking forward to that. And then we got a 16-inch self-feeding slab saw from Highland Park. And I got the oil in it. I've got the EverClean system on there to help keep the oil clean. I've seen on other people's videos that it can be a real nightmare cleaning these things. So I thought, well, I'll spend a little extra money, get the EverClean system, and we will see how that helps us. So anyway, if you don't know what it is, it sucks in the oil from right there, puts it through this little pump. And in here, there's a canister that spins and puts the oil directly down in the canister. The sediment, it's like what do you call it? A centrifuge, and spins, and the sediment sticks to the side of the canister. The oil flows out and comes back in right here. And then you can just take this canister out and scrape that out of the canister, and it keeps your oil cleaner and your saw cleaner for much longer. Supposedly. I've never used it. I don't know, but I thought it sounded good, so we're gonna try it. So anywho, we got our 16-inch saw, and notice how clean it is. Has not been cut, nothing's been cut on it yet, but I have turned it on just to see how it sounds and all that stuff. So we will also be using that because we are going to cut this. I think this is like a jasper agate. In fact, I found this on the last hunt. The last video, wasn't the last hunt, but the last video. We got a piece of really brecciated jasper, a piece of, nice big piece of petrified agatized wood, And this agate here, I found last year, over a year ago, and I've been wanting to cut it ever since I found it. A nice big one that's got some neat stuff on it. We'll get close-ups and look at that. So we're gonna cut those, we're gonna cut those. I showed you that I polished this. We're also gonna polish this. I think this is banded chert from the Yellowstone River. So these are all Yellowstone River. The only one that's not is this. This is a Brazilian agate. Last night Kim found it in the pile and was like, this one would be beautiful. So you know what, we're gonna polish that. And it can go on her desk at work if she wants it. So anywho, we got that. We got some lighting set up in here. And we'll come over here through these curtains here. Excuse the mess. Yeah, that's where the saw came in. But yeah, let me zoom out. We kind of painted all this. Now eventually, yes, I know I'm running extension cord for things. I know that's not the best, but it's what I got right now. That will be changing also. There's a lot more to do on stuff, but at least we got it set up enough to where I'm comfortable with doing stuff. So anyway, this garage door is going to be coming out eventually because it's got terrible gaps and the cold air comes in and it gets cold down here. So we're going to take this out because we don't use it. We don't drive anything in here. We could bring the side-by-side in here, but we don't really use it in the winter or anytime. We don't really drive anything in here. So we're going to take that out, put in like a big double door. And we haven't decided. First, we were going to put this like a sitting area with a TV and some different stuff and kind of have it for lives and all that. But then I thought, you know, we can just do lives over here. And so I don't know, we might put some workout equipment in here and see if we can, you know, get pumped up or something. I don't know, get in better shape, because I know we both want to get in better shape, lose some weight, because we want to be, you know, 4 or 5 miles is, we can do that. We're tired, but we can do it. But I'd like to be able to go 10. Maybe not on the Yellowstone. You know, that's, you don't have to go that far. You're going to be weighed down with lots of rocks. But like Fairburn hunting, getting way back in there and being able to look a little further where others probably don't. If nothing else, go the same amount of distance and not be so tired at the end. So, but work in progress. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, this garage door is going to come out probably next spring. For in the meantime, I'm going to get some insulation boards and just make a wall of insulation here so it keeps the cold out. Yeah, anywho, let's get back over here. And what else? I don't know. There's going to be lots of stuff coming. Eventually there's going to be more equipment, more shelving. I'm going to get a set up like a display with all our finds so we can all look at those and all that stuff. We'll do lots more stuff. Let me set you down here. So basically, when I say there's going to be changes, it's a positive thing. We're still going to do all the hunting and all the trips and everything that we always do, but we're also going to be doing more lapidary stuff. So look forward to that. I know we're excited. I have been sitting on this equipment, some of it since July. I know, I could have set it up earlier and been doing stuff, but I wanted to get all this done and set up before we started doing any of that and just kind of start completely fresh here and go from there. Anyway, we're set up now. I've been waiting to do this video for probably a year, so I'm pretty excited. Like I said, as far as changes go, there's always going to be the weekly video. Usually the weekly video is a hunt of some sort, and we're going to also be throwing in some lapidary videos now too, with polishing and cutting and all that. So hopefully be doing like 2 videos a week, maybe, maybe more. There's still going to be some weeks that there's only going to be 1. You know, things happen, trips, or you just don't get to it, you know. So I know this next year we got a lot of work around the house and a lot of things planned already, plus trips, and it's going to be busy, but that's okay. We're enjoying the heck out of everything, so we're going to enjoy it even more now. Anyhow, enough blabbing. Let's get to the fun part. All right, so these, I haven't quite decided how we're going to do this, because I'd like to cut these, you know, and talk about them after we cut them. And I don't know how that's going to work with this thing running, and I know these are going to take a little bit. So folks, as we go along here, these videos will get better and better as we learn a better way of doing things, but it might be trying to multitask and do multiple things. It might be a little rocky at first. So anyway, sorry, bad pun, I know. What are we going to do first? I think first, starting out, since I've looked at everything, I did a test run. I didn't cut anything, but I think first we're going to cut this piece of agatized wood, and we're going to see how that goes. And I think in the meantime, we're going to cut these, and then when this gets done cutting and it's not so noisy, we'll look at both. And then we'll cut another one, and we'll look at another one, and another one, and another one. And then when we're done, we're going to take the best one of those and we're going to polish it along with those, get in frame here, along with those two. You know what might help? There. Along with those two agates, we're going to polish, and at least one of those. And yeah. So starting out, we have this piece of agatized wood here, and you can see it's really agatized here. We're just going to cut it right through here and see how that looks. And then we'll also cut this jasper. Excuse me, hiccuping. Oh, it's got some dots on it. That's neat. We won't disturb that. We're just going to go right down the middle and see how that goes. You know what? Second thought, we're going to do one cut with this first before we do the big saw, just because I haven't even turned this on yet, and I want to do a cut and be able to tell you my thoughts on it. So hopefully it's good. Let's find out. Alrighty, well, I think that's because I probably put too much water in it. You know, you can't really see, so from what I've seen, you're supposed to put water in it, and then when you see it start, you know, on the blade, then you know you're good. I might have put a little too much in it, and that's why it was leaking out. Anyway, as we go, we'll learn more and more. So, let's look at this first one. I have not looked at it yet. Let's see what we got. Let's get it so it focuses here. Right. There we go. All right, we got this neat jasper. And what do we got? Ooh, it's like a sunburst. That's very pretty. All right, let's do something here, because we have this because we have this, that one's not plugged in because the saw is plugged in. Because we have this, there we go. Let's get some light on it so we can see it. That is neat. Now, new blade. Thing's never been used, so all these little lines there, I think those are all blade marks. This side does not necessarily have them as much. But that is a very nice looking piece. Is it not focusing? What's going on here? There we go. That is a beautiful Yellowstone River jasper. So, there's that one. All right, well, you know what? Since we're on these smaller ones, let's just keep going. Cut some more. Next up, we'll cut this Montana agate. A little bit of dendrites in there. Ooh, look at, there's some faint banding in there. That thing does leave some saw marks. I'm hoping that'll get better. Maybe as the blade wears down or something. I don't know if there's paint or what. But if it doesn't, after you polish it, it all comes out anyway. Let's look at this one first. Not a whole lot going on. This one, there's some faint banding in this one. Steady. Tripod likes to wiggle around. See some banding right here. How does it look up to the light? You can see a little bit. All right. Next up, we got this little piece of jasperized wood. I'm just gonna take it down the middle. Gosh, I thought I had enough lights in here. Still seems dark on camera a little bit. Anyway, we'll improve that as time goes. All right, we got this piece of agatized wood here. You can see the light kind of shining through it there. Oh look, a hair. So anyhow, let's get focused here. And, ooh, that's pretty. Actually quite a bit more agatized than I thought it was. All right. Well, we got one more with the small saw, and it is working like a charm. And then we'll move on to the big stuff. Oh, that's way better than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Look at the dendrites and the quartz pocket in the middle. Very neat. All right. I've been trying to get this to focus, so I apologize. That's a neat piece. There's the other side. here, you can kind of see with the light. Anyhow, all right. Well, there's those four. All right, folks. Well, like I said, work in progress. We're going to figure out how to get more stable video and better lighting and all that as we go along. Actually, what I would like to do, and I haven't done yet, is I want to get some like a boom stand that can hold my phone or camera or whatever that can attach up here, and then I can have it kind of come down and swing it all around and, you know, do all that, and that'll be much more stable than this wiggly tripod. Anyway, as I said before, we're going to be doing this here, piece of agatized wood, and we're just going to take a portion off there. So I'm going to set this here, and we're going to get it all set up in here. I think that's fairly solid. All right, let's get this moved over. Okay, now, I know I got oil in my hands as part of it, but I got them cleaned off, and normally it wouldn't be such a big deal, but when you're pressing buttons on the phone and the camera, I don't want to get oil all over the equipment, especially a phone and recording equipment. So anyway, got hands cleaned, and we got that clamped, got it placed there. So now we're gonna flip this down. It's got a little safety deal, so if you open the hood here, it'll shut it off, the saw off. Now we can turn on the EverClean system. So all we gotta do is flip this switch here, and it's going, actually, so you can see it. If you look right there, there's the oil coming out. Sucking it in over there and coming out there. So we got that going, and pull that out, set that, and it's going. While that thing is cutting, we're gonna start polishing a couple rocks over here. Sounds like it's just starting to cut. So anyway, let's get to polishing. All right, guys, well, I got this done, and I noticed something in it that I thought was pretty neat. Lower you down a little bit. This actually is not, got hair on it. Imagine that. Actually, it's fuzz from the towel. This actually is not chert like I was thinking. It's wood, and I think I said that when we cut it. But this is actually petrified wood that's got agatized. So, there we go.
you look right there, it's almost got a little cell structure type thing in there. Now the thing I noticed here that was really neat, look at that, see that right there? Look how that shines, metallic like. And if you look throughout it, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but right up through here, see how those shine? It's got like hematite or something in there. I don't know how to, I wish I could make it show up better without the glare. But those little speckles right there, get the fuzz off my finger. Those little speckles right there I think are hematite. See how they flash? And it doesn't show up on camera as near as well as it does in person. You can see that flash up here. So yeah, it's petrified wood with like a little cell structure. I don't know if that would have been like a animal type thing. Hold it in frame, Matt, dummy. And then it's got hematite in it. Anyway, on the camera it looks like it's got scratches in it. In person it looks smooth. So I don't know which is correct. Camera might pick up things that person doesn't. But anyway, there's that piece. And guess what? Our wood's done in the big saw. So let's go check that out. Alrighty, here we go. This is the first cut that this thing's ever made. So let's see what it did. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, that looks pretty neat. Let's get you down here. Wow, look at that. It's like Montana agate, but wood. Isn't that neat? Ugh, I gotta touch my camera to zoom in somehow. That is neat. See the wood grain pattern? All right, set that there. Let's slide this back. And there we have it. Well, let's get a slab. We got a butt end here, and I'm going to work this out. Well, I'm going to have to undo this and then bring the rock out. Well, then we're going to cut a slab off this and see how it looks. Oh, my face mask messed up my beautiful chin hair. It's all disarray. Anyway, we're going to get that thing going again, cut a slab, and we're going to polish that Brazilian agate. So here it is dry. And there it is wet. And next, we'll see it polished. Alrighty guys, take a look at this Brazilian agate. The other saw just got done. You've seen what this was before. Look at that. Beautiful. Pardon me, guys.
I just had one of them coughing fits I was telling you about. Stupid throat. Drink some lemonade, maybe that'll help. Anyway, guess what's done? Our slab. Let's get a look at it. And here we go. All right. Oop, didn't quite get that right there before it fell off, but that's all right. Let me get a rag. I don't want to drip oil all over everything. More than I already have. All right. Look at that. That is neat. Let's get it up to a light. We can see through it a little bit. It's not too bright. Well, that's not going to work very well, is it? There we go. Nope, that's not going to work either. Oh my gosh, guys, bear with me. There we go. I like it. Alrighty. Well, that is that one. So let's roll it out. I'm sure it'll look just like the other one. Yep. All right. Well, let's get that one out of there, and let's cut this jasper agate looking thing next. You know, if I'd have been thinking, I got rubber gloves, so I don't have to get my hands all oily with the big saw. Let's see what we got. Oh, it is agate. That is different. I'm not sure what to make of that. Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure what that is. Well, that didn't take long to cut, so let's get a slab. See what that turns out like. While that's cutting, let's polish this jasper. All right, the big saw is done, and we got this jasper all polished up. And let's get a look at our slab. Okay. Here it is. Oop, didn't put my rag down. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of a, I don't know if it's wood, jasper wood, I don't. It's kind of got that green. It's different. Well, let's go get it behind a light and see how it looks. Oh yeah. Well, you can see some light through it, but I mean, I don't really know exactly what it is. That's kind of neat. Might just be a milky jasper agate. I don't know. All right, well that's that one. So set this down here. And next we're gonna do this brecciated jasper. So we'll get it loaded in there and cut that, and then we're gonna polish
one more here. One of these two. Haven't decided which. These two I'm not going to worry about right now. So let's do that. Alright folks, well, let me put a polish on this one. This one was frustrating. There's still little scratches in there, you can see them right there, the little lines. And I went through different wheels and just had a heck of a time. But my hands got sore and cold because I didn't warm my water up. And for now, I'm going to call this good. I'll probably go back and work more on it at a later date, but for right now, it's going to have to do. So, I know it could be better, and I'll get it better, but either way, you can still see how neat that is. It's really pretty. So. Anywho, that's that. So I'm going to set it right here with those others. And our saw is done. So let's get a look and see what that appreciated jasper looks like. I bet you it's pretty neat. Oh, I'm getting tired. I've been down here for a few hours already. Most of the videos won't be this chaotic and back and forth, but I'm kind of just having fun playing right now with all my stuff. As Kim calls this, my playroom. That's a bunch of crap. This is a lapidary room, kind of. It'll get there. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty. Camera is being dumb with the focus and stuff, so having a hard time with it. Isn't that neat? I like it. All right, let's slide this out, and we're going to want to get a slab off this one as well. Pretty much getting a slab off all of them. Start this jasper. I've got to figure out a better lighting situation in here. I thought I was good. I put out a bunch of lights, but still not. Anyway, let's, hi. Anyway, pardon my childish humor. Let's get that one out. Again. That one out and that one in. With this one, big old Montana agate. It has dendrites, has some banding. You can see some banding here. But if you look here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's some banding here. Just a little bit, and there is dendrites. So, just looking at this, I think it'll clamp pretty well. Why am I in 2x zoom? Good grief, having troubles today. I'm gonna put it in like this, and I think we're gonna get cuts off of it like this. So, just looking at that end there. We'll see. We'll get a window into it, and who knows. Hopefully it's not super fractured inside, but we're gonna find out. So, all right, let's see what we got. Looks like it did break a piece off. Ooh. Oh, wow. I have a feeling this is gonna be a very nice agate. Look at the dendrites, look at all that. Hopefully it's not fractured all the way through, but wow, that is nice. Now, how does it look with some light behind it? Now we're going to play the focus game again here. Nope, got to plug it in. Boop. It's got some tubes up there, look at that. Well, let's slide it back and see what the rest of it looks like. Here. Focus. Thank you. There's that little piece. And that's got some neat banding on it too. Okay. What do we got? Well, it's hard to tell because it's kind of dark. I want to unclamp it, but it looks pretty darn neat. So we're going to get a slab. So we'll do that right now, and then we'll be back. First slab is done. Always forgetting my rag. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Look at that. All right, let's get it behind some light. Ooh, it's almost too bright. Back up here a little bit. Wow. Get zoomed in a little bit here. Very nice. All right. Well, that's neat. You know what? I kind of want to get another one. I got enough room. We'll get another one. The next one is done. Oh, and it broke too. God dang it. I think maybe it might have broke when it fell. Yeah. Darn it. But much the same. All right, let's hold this one up to a light. See what we got. Wow. That is so neat. With the little banding right there. There's deep fractures in there, that's for sure. But I might have to stick one of these rags in there where it falls, so it falls on something soft. But man, that is just beautiful. It's a heart, almost. All right. Well, I think that's all we're going to cut on that one. Put it down here with the other one. And we'll get it reared back here and take it out of there and get a look at it. Man, pretty. All right. There we have it. Well, folks, there you have it. We got the shop set up, and I gotta say I'm pretty darn happy with the equipment so far. You know, broke stuff in and had some fun, but my feet are sore and I'm ready for some supper. So I think we're gonna end it here. I'll get some end shots and we'll call it a day. If you have any constructive criticism that is, send it on my way, you know, tips and tricks and all that. A lot of this stuff is new to me, so we're gonna learn as we go. Appreciate it all, and I appreciate you. We appreciate you, I should say, not me, but I'm the only one down here right now, so that's why I say that. Anyway, thanks for joining. Give it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. If you're interested and want more content, especially now that we have this set up, there's going to be more content coming on the member side. Become a member for $2 a month. Become a fellow adventurer. Thank you to all who have joined already. And yeah, the future's looking good. As always, we hope you're doing well, and we hope to see you guys on the next one. do you think of this one? Yeah, same color as you? Yeah, nice jasper. All right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What about this one? This is like wood or something? All right, yeah. And, well, here's a Montana agate. You already proved this once. Again, okay. Well, I think you've approved all of these except for one before. Here's another Montana agate. Yeah. Yeah, it's good too. This one is a Brazilian. I don't think you've approved this one before, so let's approve it. All right, lots of approvals. You heard her. We're good.